Hey everybody, this is Helena Hart. I wanted to come on and do a quick live stream today on 10 things you should stop doing immediately with a man if you want him to fully invest in you and commit. Not only do these 10 things really destroy a man's attraction to you and his desire to invest in you, they also feel terrible to you as you're doing them. I just hear from so many women every day who are stuck on a man who's not stepping up and prioritizing her or investing in her. And she's doing all of these things to try to make him step up and commit. And she's sort of going about it in all the wrong ways. And these 10 things will actually do the opposite of what you were hoping for, and it's a little counterintuitive. So hopefully what I'm going to share here today will help you out if you are in a situation like that. But before I get started, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click the button to subscribe so you don't miss any of my latest videos on how to attract the man you want and create an amazing relationship with him that lasts. So the first thing I want you to stop doing immediately with a man if you want him to invest in you is making him the goal or the prize in your mind. And it can be really easy to do this without realizing it. So if you're feeling a sense of longing for one particular man, especially a guy who's not giving you all of the love and attention or commitment you want, it's just never going to work for you. You're going to put him on a pedestal if you're at that place. And when you're coming from that place, you can't really help it. You're going to try to go after him or prove yourself to him or win his love or earn his commitment or attention or something like that. And that actually decreases his desire to invest in you and come closer. So number two is making things as easy as possible for a man. This could look like always being the one to initiate contact with him, driving to him constantly when he's not driving or coming to see you, planning all the dates, paying for everything. Basically, when you're the one that's doing everything to keep this relationship going or keep this connection active and alive, there's just no reason for him to step up and pursue you or invest in you, because why would he do anything different? He's got it all. It's a great deal for him when you're making it as easy as possible. But men value what they have to work for. It's just a fact. Number three is tolerating bad behavior or anything that doesn't feel good to you. This could look like accepting crumbs from a man, just waiting around for his breadcrumbs to be thrown your way and not being willing to walk away, basically, just like staying stuck on someone and tolerating something because you're centered around this fear of losing him if you don't do that. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Number four is making excuses for a man. My community is just filled with so many amazing women with huge hearts that tend to give a man way too much benefit of the doubt. It's something I've been saying a lot lately, especially when they have strong feelings for a guy, or maybe you're not attracted to that many men. And then one guy comes along and you finally feel these feelings of attraction or chemistry for someone. What do? We make excuses for him when he's not stepping up or prioritizing you or investing. And you really want to stay out of that territory. It just will not help you at all here. Number five is trying to become what you think a man wants rather than being your authentic self. It can be easy to twist yourself into a pretzel because you think that's going to be more appealing to a guy for some reason. If he says something like he's really independent and just wants to travel the world and doesn't want to be tied down to one place, even if that's not something you've really thought of before, you might find yourself saying, oh yeah, I'm just like that. I need a lot of alone time too. I'm really independent. That's something I really see myself doing, when that's really not what you want, or it's not authentic or true to you. That's just one example. There's all different kinds of examples here. But when you don't show up as your authentic self, a man can feel that. He can feel that you're trying to do something or say something to impression manage or make him feel a certain way about you. It actually destroys his attraction for you and your perceived value in his eyes. So you want to stay out of doing that. Number six is investing more in a man than he's investing in you. Basically choosing a man before he's chosen you and shown you with his consistent actions over time that he's serious about you, you're the one he wants, and he's ready to move things forward. He's available for the kind of relationship you want. I hear from so many women who are just taking all of their precious love and time and energy and just throwing it down this bottomless pit, basically, towards a man who's not willing or able to do the same for her. So you don't want to invest in a man hoping that somehow he'll see you as girlfriend or wife material and snap to and step up and start prioritizing you. It just doesn't work that way. Number 7 is so important, and that is waiting for a man endlessly. This is one of the top problems I see women doing. Of course, I used to do this myself. If a guy comes along and you finally feel attraction for someone, even if he's not stepping up or prioritizing and investing in you, what do? We tend to wait around. We might be trying to apply some tactic like leaning back or not pushing things forward, but then we don't keep moving forward with our life. So you want to keep moving forward. I get questions all the time like, how long should I wait for a man? And the answer in my mind is I don't think you should ever wait for a man. Feminine energy is never about waiting for a man or applying a tactic to try to make him step up and do what you want. I'll talk about that a little later in this video. So that's number 7. You never want to be at a place where you feel like you're waiting for a man. There's just no way on earth that's going to feel good to you. Number 8 is doing something to try to get something in return. I call this giving to get. So if a man's not stepping up and showing you with his actions that he is motivated to be in a relationship with you or motivated to be a good partner if you're already together, you don't want to constantly do things and give to him in hopes that he'll see you as relationship material and start to invest in you. It just doesn't work that way. What you want is a man who on his own, from his own volition, wants to invest in you. If he doesn't want to do that all on his own, if he's not motivated from within to prioritize you, no amount of doing things for him and giving to him constantly is going to make him want to do that. That actually does just the opposite, especially if he's a masculine energy man. So that one's really, really important. Number 9 is ignoring your own feelings or needs and desires and instead just focusing on a man and how he feels. Or what can I do to make him step up? We've all been in a place where we're analyzing a man and trying to figure him out. And it just doesn't work that way. When you take your focus off of a man and put that attention on yourself and your own life and what you truly want and deserve, that's when the magic happens. That's when the right man for you will step up and come towards you because he doesn't feel this pressure, this laser focus on him. So that's one way to take the focus off of him and put that energy on yourself and your own life where it belongs, something I always say. And that brings me to number 10. This one's so important. I haven't talked very much about this one before, but that is doing things or not doing things out of a fear of losing a man. So let me give you a couple examples. This could look like saying yes to something that you're not ready for, like sex or physical intimacy of some kind, because you're afraid you're going to lose a guy or he's going to get bored and fade away if you don't do that. Saying yes to anything really that doesn't feel good to you is never a good idea. Men can feel it when you're doing that, and it actually decreases his desire to invest in you. Pretty interesting how it works. Or not bringing something up because you're afraid you're going to scare him away by setting a boundary. And it's just simply not true. The right man for you, first of all, is probably not going to be putting you in a situation where you have to have these conversations about boundaries over and over and over, right? But if he's doing something that bothers you, or if he's not doing something that you wish he would do, and you don't speak up about it because you're afraid you're going to lose him, he's probably not that into you to begin with. You're picking up on the fact that the foundation of this relationship is probably not all that stable, or he's not feeling motivated from within to prioritize you and invest all on his own. So that one's really important, doing something or not doing something out of a fear of losing him. If you're walking around just centered around this fear of losing a man, he can feel that in your energy and in your vibe, right? You can tell a man all day long that you're willing to walk away or you're about to walk away, but if your energy isn't behind that, if you don't have the safety net of your own actions and boundaries to back that up, a man knows when he's really got you and when you're not going anywhere, and he can come and go as he pleases, or basically treat you however he wants because you're not willing to walk away. Let me recap these really quick. So number 1 is making the man the goal or the prize in your mind. Number 2 is making things as easy as possible for him. Number 3 is tolerating bad behavior or anything that doesn't feel good to you, or accepting crumbs from a man. Number 4 is making excuses for him, giving him way too much benefit of the doubt, or just being overly understanding or overly reasonable when he's really not doing anything at all to prioritize you or invest. Number 5 is trying to become what you think a guy wants twisting yourself into a pretzel and trying to become more appealing to him. It just doesn't work that way. Number 6 is investing more in a man than he's investing in you in hopes that he'll step up and start to see you as relationship material. Number 7 is waiting for a man endlessly. You don't want to just stay stuck on a guy. You want to move forward if he's not showing you that he's ready to invest and prioritize you. Number 8 is doing something to try to get something back in return from a guy, giving to get, or anything along those lines. Number 9 is ignoring your own feelings or needs or desires, and instead just focusing on a man and how he feels or what's he thinking. What can I do to make him step up? Number 10 is doing things or not doing things out of a fear of losing a man, not speaking up and setting a boundary, or on the other hand, saying yes to something that doesn't feel good or that you're not ready for because you're afraid you're going to lose the guy or scare him away if you don't do that. I hope this was helpful. I'll talk with you again very soon.